Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allie and welcome to the September series light version. Back in 2022, I created this sort of solo readathon where the main goal was to upload a video every single day of the month. So 30 videos. Most of them were daily reading vlogs, but also I had like new release videos, my wrap up, obviously, TBR, that kind of thing. Last year I wasn't able to do it because we moved into this apartment. This year I've got nothing but free time, babe. And so I put up a poll wondering if this would be good with you. 30 videos is a lot, not just to make, but like to have that show up in your subscription box. It's a little annoying and I get it. Most of you said you were cool with it, but most of the comments were like, oh, we love that, but also, are you sure? And my initial reaction is to be like, no, I can do it. But I don't think you were doubting my ability. I think you were actually asking like, at what cost, Allie? And you have a point. So I'm gonna be uploading a video every other day this month. This is what I'm thinking in terms of the schedule. The vlogs are very vague because I haven't even done them or thought about them yet. I'm just gonna be mood reading, very casual kind of thing. But it will be nice to upload every other day because that means I can finish a whole book in a video. But I will not be promising that because during the September series, I give myself free reign to DNF. This is like mood reading month, okay? In fact, one of the vlogs I have planned, I don't even know if it's a vlog or like how would you define it? The entire concept is trying to DNF. So yeah, we're just gonna play around this month. We'll see what happens. I'm also gonna be doing reading sprints once a week on my Patreon. I think I'm gonna do them every Wednesday at varying times, mostly because the time zone in Hawaii doesn't really match up with anyone's. So a warning for you there, but also like I am so incredibly nervous when I do live sprints. I'm so uncomfortable doing them. And so I'm hoping by the end of the month, I get a little bit more comfortable. I might even do more than one a week because I'll be uploading every other day. I'll have days where I need to edit like the whole day. Maybe I'll just sprint and we can have productivity stuff. I don't know. In case you're interested, links down below. But also don't be mean to me because I'm going to be nervous babbling like the first 4 times I do it, okay? But today, besides just announcing that I'm doing this, I would like to kind of finesse a TBR. Now, I did say I'm going to mood read, so I'm not married to the idea of every single one of these books, but I do like having a little blueprint, a little reference point. If I'm struggling of like, what should I read next? I want to have a little chart to look at. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to be focusing on books that sound really fun. And I'll also throw in a few books that I just think are well written. But damn, I just want to laugh and giggle all month long. I don't really want to think too much. The best books though, make you laugh and think and cry. Let's hope that happens too. I don't want to cry. Why did I say that? And then also in this video, I really want to make a bingo board. And I want to make it vague enough so that if you want to do something for yourself in September, just kind of read whatever you're reading. And if you want to like play the bingo board, you'll be free to do so. I'll put the doc down below, but we can make it together. And I think I'll leave a couple blank spaces and maybe in the comments, you can tell me what to put in. So let's jump in. I'm dying to grab some books off the shelf. Okay, I got a little too excited yesterday and I pulled pretty much every single book off my shelf. So I think I need to make my bingo board first. That way I can have some prompts in mind that will prompt me, LOL, that's what that means, to focus on what book I should be picking. Okay. All right, this is the little bingo board I've made. There are 24 spaces available. This is a little free space. How cute. I want some life prompts, but mostly reading prompts. I don't want too many life prompts because like, life is hard enough, you know? But let's try to place those first. First of all, I bought a bunch of baking stuff to make like a gluten-free brownie cookie. I bought like a lot of shit and then I didn't end up using it because I found like instant gluten-free cookies. But since I have all those ingredients, I should put them to use and make that. I feel like that's gonna take all day because I'm so bad at following directions, I'm gonna be honest. But I think that needs to happen. I'll make it vague, so if you don't want to bake, you can do something fun. Another life prompt. Why is this so hard? Probably because I don't really do much. Go to the library. Kind of a cop-out because it usually involves bookish things, but fuck it. I'm a bookish bitch. Okay, I think I've tried all the monsters in my area, but I would like to try a few more energy drinks to see if I like them better. I feel like energy drinks just in general taste shitty, so I'm like looking for the star. Well, this is the star, but I need less sugar so my teeth don't rot. So maybe try a new drink. I'm trying to keep it vague. I don't want you all to like go ham on the energy drinks if you don't want to, mostly because they're gross. Ooh, I do love going for a walk and I want to find like a new route just so I can mix it up sometimes. How about I say go on an adventure? And for me, that means going on a walk because I'm a nerd. Can I film you for a second?
I have to think of a suggestion.
You can roast me if you want.
Try a new restaurant.
You're gonna take me out?
Sure. That one sounds fun, right?
Yeah, especially if you're buying.
Oh, you'll buy.
Oh, I'm gonna make it a little bit more vague and say try a new food. That way, like, you don't have to go out and spend money. And one more. Damn, I really don't have a life, do I? This is a struggle. Guys, I'm struggling, so let's just move on. Maybe something will come to me. Actually, I'll leave one blank. And you could suggest a life prompt that would fit for everyone down in the comments below. Moving on to reading prompts. I'm trying to think about things that I need to do. Like, I need to read some of the NetGalleys I've been hoarding for literal years. But to make it more vague, I can say read an ebook, because you can use Libby to get one of those. Actually, I might do that too. Read an ebook. I'm just placing these randomly. I hope that doesn't come to bite me in the ass. I also think listen to an audiobook, and I'm definitely doubling up because there's no way I can do all this shit with separate books in 1 month. Now I'm gonna get into genres. Read a horror book, novel. That sounds fancier, doesn't it? Read a romance novel. Read a romance book versus read a romance novel. That's like, ooh. Okay, Allie, shut up. Read a thriller. Why does that not need book or novel at the end? That's kind of interesting. Language, I tell you, crazy shit. Read a fantasy novel. And then where do I not have an overlap? Read a general fiction novel. I guess not everyone is gonna want to read a bunch of different genres, but I'm gonna challenge you. Month of September, let's try it. I would add sci-fi, but like every single row and column now has a genre in it. I think it would be harder for someone to knock off read a romance novel and like read a sci-fi. Also, any sci-fi romance books recommendations down below, put them in the comments. Read a new release. Read a backlist. Let's see what else. Oh, I have 3 books on my TBR from my TBR game that I definitely want to read. I have to read if I don't want to get punished from the TBR goddess. So I'm gonna put that in 3 times. I know a lot of people make TBRs, so hopefully this would be applicable to you as well. If not, just figure it out. You can make this work, I promise. This is where I can be strategic though, because let's look at my TBR books. I have these 5 books and Sweet Heat if I can get my hands on it from the library. I'm on a book buying ban, so I'm trying not to spend too much money. This girl, I'm just gonna put her down. I'll probably not get to her. I hate saying that as I'm looking right at her, but I'd rather prioritize these. I'm definitely reading Gideon, and this is fantasy. I have to read this book or I'll get punished. And this is a romance. Then I want to read both of these. I think there's a bunch of genres in this one, so we'll just put her down and not think too much about her. I'll just read her for whatever. And then this is horror. So let's see how we can intersect this on the bingo board. We got fantasy and romance. We can put one right there, baby. Oh, we can intersect right here. Okay. Just love intersecting. That sounded sexual. It's not. It really didn't sound sexual. I'm just a pervert. I'm sorry. Oh God, Allie, shut up. And then let's put this one right here, just because that row's looking a little empty. Okay, now what? I wish you could answer me right now. Okay, I'm gonna go through this stack of books that I piled to the side before I cut myself off. I'm gonna pick 4 that I like am dying to read. Okay, 5 that I'm definitely going to be prioritizing in the September series, and we can find prompts that will allow me to like transfer in. Is this cheating? I feel like I'm cheating. Whatever. All right, I got 5 books here. I love how like I need the bingo board to figure out my TBR, but I also need my TBR to figure out my bingo board. Did I just say Okay, we're moving on. First up, Dungeon Crawl, okay, I can't speak and I look like a thumb. Dungeon Crawler Carl. Now the first thing that comes to mind when I'm looking at these books are the covers, and I know he has a little cat and there's an eyeball. Maybe I should go for like animal on the cover. I think that's vague enough that everyone could find that. Animal on the cover. Carl, thank you. I got this and I see insects on the cover. How many books have insects on the cover though? There's moths. Or is this too specific? Oh, she also has a flower on her hair, and I know that that's probably more common. Also, damn, she has a fresh manicure. Look at her go. Flower on the cover seems vague enough to fit everyone's needs. I really want to read Piranesi. It's so short. Piranesi. Should I just do title that starts with P? Fuck it, let's do it. I'm just making this into my own agenda, and I'm so sorry. I was supposed to read this last week and I didn't, but I really want to get to it. It's happening in September. I know this is like the original cover. This is like the new American version, but there's both orange. I don't know if this is supposed to be orange, but they look like Oompa Loompas. I'm sorry. Is it weird if I put like body part on the cover? I think we could do it. Body part. It's a little bit of a filler, but as they say in France, fuck it. I want to read How to Survive a Horror Story for a specific reason that I don't know if I'm allowed to say yet. This version does have sprayed edges, and I know there's like an influx of sprayed edges, but is that a common enough thing that all of you would have access to it? I know even some of the library books I've gotten recently have sprayed edges, like Assistant to the Villain, but also you could just find out like which books have sprayed edges and then try to get a library copy, a Libby copy of the ebook or audiobook. I think that should count. I'm gonna do it. If this is too specific, you can make it to mean something else, like lots of colors on the cover, that kind of thing. I just realized I wasn't recording. Okay, so now you know why I've been circling things this past clip, because I forgot to start recording. But basically, this is what I have, and I have 2 more spaces for prompts, a life prompt and a reading prompt. So please put your suggestions in the comments below, and I will pick my favorite or the most popular. I don't know. It'll be an impulse decision, I'm sure, because that's how all my decisions are these days, slash the last 31 years. But yeah, this should be fun. This should be fun. Okay, next, I think I should pick at least 2 books that would fit each prompt. This is actually just turning into a scavenger hunt, and I'm hyper today. It's Saturday. I just had a coffee. I just want to do this. This sounds really fun. But also, your girl loves options. Let's do this. Let's go zigzaggy here. Read a romance novel. My first choice was this, not another love song. Let me find my second choice. Okay, I've read 2 Mariana Zapata books this year. They've been 4.5 and 5, and so I know I'm gonna love the other books I've gotten of hers. I have All Roads Lead Here and Wait For It. I might end up reading both of these, I don't know. This one's not as thick, so maybe I'll go to this one if I'm in a rush. But if you've read both of these, let me know which one you prefer. Oh god, am I gonna end up having 3 or 4 choices for each of these? Let's keep moving. Read a book from your TBR. Y'all saw all my choices for this, but just to reiterate, I have 6 options for my TBR game. Not Another Love Song again. Gideon the Ninth. Ooh. The Merciless, I'm only gonna be reading book 1. Catherine House, Fool Me Once, and Sweet Heat. Listen to an audiobook. Okay, this could be literally anything. I'm gonna skip over it. Book with Sprayed Edges. How to Survive a Horror Story. These are pretty fun. They're like little teeth. And then 2 of the books I pulled off the shelf yesterday was Till Summer Do Us Part by Megan Quinn. This is contemporary romance. And also Sword Heart, which is a cozy little fantasy romance. Okay. Make a treat. I gotta time myself when I do this. It's gonna be an event. I'm gonna be so stressed out. I'm not looking forward to it. It better be delicious. Read a book from my TBR. Skip. Read a thriller. I'm pretty sure this is a thriller. If not, it's officially becoming one right now. And then I really want to read this, Wrong Place, Wrong Time. Next up, starts with a P, My Baby Piranesi. All right, I got a couple options. Peach Pit, this is an anthology. That would be really fun. I should have put that on the bingo board. Read a short story collection. I also have Phantasma and Please Stop Trying to Leave Me. But also, I could look on Libby, see what starts with a P. I have options. That's all I'm saying here, okay? I'm gonna lock in Peach Pit. Why not? Next up, read a horror novel. Hey babe. And I think this is long overdue. And it's doable. Read an ebook. All right, I have 2 NetGalleys that I really want to read. This one came out in, was it July? And I've been hearing some crazy stuff. People 1-starring it, people 5-starring it for the same reasons. That kind of book is gonna intrigue me so much. I have to read it. And I also have this arc that I've had for over 2 years now, Thirst for Salt. This gets such great reviews. I think it's like a coming of age novel, perhaps a little historical. I think there's like a older man, younger woman, toxic romance, but it's not a romance book. It's kind of like her learning that this is fucked up. I don't know. It's been a long time since I read the synopsis, but I want to read this book. Okay, Animal on the cover. Also, I'm sorry, he's got bugs on him. I kind of want to read him. He's a thick boy though. That doesn't count as an animal, but I just thought I'd point that out. Okay, we have Carl and his cat. I think her name's like Princess Donut. Did I make that up? Princess Donut, I was right. Ooh, we have the Incandescent. This is a phoenix. Also, look at that shimmer. I think fantastical animals should count as well, but also like, hello, that's a bird, bitch. Read a general fiction novel. Obviously we have some overlap here, but this is officially a scavenger hunt. What 2 general fiction books would I want to read right now? I Who Have Never Known Men. It's short and apparently life-changing. See, my problem is most of the general slash lit fic that I want to read that's like highly anticipated are like devastating, soul-crushing, cry my eyes out, and I just don't know if that's the vibe for September. Maybe I'll wait for my luteal phase. A part of me wants to say My Dark Vanessa. Yikes. I'm locking her in. Next up, body part on the cover. We've got these Oompa legs. Oompa Loompa, that is. I'd love to read The Martian. He's got his little arms in his suit. Okay, that counts. Read a backlist book. For me, this means something that was published before the last 12 months. Interview with a Vampire is never a wrong time to read a vampire book. And I'm long overdue to reading Mary. This is a horror horror novel. Also body part, because like I didn't notice this for like a year. That's crazy. Flower on the cover, Night and the Moth. What a pretty little, is that an oleander? I don't know. I don't know shit, okay? We've also got Rose in Chains. There's some roses there. The title Rose also should count. Let me find one more just for fun. I don't want to stop doing this. This is so fun. Also, I've heard great things about Rules for Ruin, which also has some roses everywhere. Next up, read a new release. All right, I have the arc for the new Bunny book. What is it? Love You Bunny? I'm a little nervous, but I have to read it, so might as well read it with you. And then I did get Arcana, which I keep seeing everyone reading this, but I haven't heard a single opinion yet. But she is pretty. Now, these are some sprayed edges. They're gold, old school, love it. And then finally, read a fantasy novel. Gideon, where'd you go? Oh wait, I can't double up for the scavenger hunt. Okay, I did recently get In the Veins of Drowning. This is the last book I purchased. Oh no, my other battery's dying. I might be back in an hour. All right, the battery's juiced up enough. Fantasy novels, let's go. I actually can't remember if I held this up or not, but In the Veins of Drowning, I've heard excellent things. Also counts as an animal because there's snakes, body part, ooh, a little feed action, and a new release. And then it's so past time that I read Tress of the Emerald Sea. 5-star prediction. Like, it's almost embarrassing at this point that I haven't read this book. So it's happening, maybe. Sorry. As my battery was charging, I made this graphic of all the books I just mentioned, and I would just like to make it abundantly clear that there's no possible way that I will be reading every single one of these books in September. First of all, because I just do not have the time to edit, film, and read all of these books. I'm shooting for around 15 at the end of the month. We'll see what happens. But also, like I've said, I'm fucking impulsive. So I think it'll just be curious to see what I end up reading from this list by the end. So this is something I'm going to be referencing throughout the month, and I'll be crossing off things that are eliminated, but like in a good way. The ones that I've read. All right. I have books everywhere. I've totally fucked my bookshelf up. And God, is that not the best feeling? It's like I've done some damage here, and now I get to put it back together and hug all of my books. Yay! Thumbnail. Let me know your options for the 2 blank spaces on the bingo board. Let me know if you've read any of these books. I don't mind some negative opinions either, so hit me up, good or bad. I'll see you the day after tomorrow. Goodbye!